Good morning, everyone. This is Joe Norton here with JNT Tournaments, and I'm going to speak for the first time today after a long time, about almost a week now, with all this garbage going on. So, it was never what I wanted. I understand some people are upset. When I decided to leave the green room back in March, I did so on good terms. On my side, apical terms. I didn't walk out the door from a middle finger up in the air, cursing them out or anything like that. We just had different philosophies going forward, and I decided it was time to leave. So I did that. And initially, it wasn't. They weren't happy, but it was a decision that I made, and I have to live with. I didn't leave for greener pastures. I had nothing set up to go anywhere. I know there was rumors saying I was going to Bank Shot or going here or going there, but I had nothing set up with anybody when I left. So there was no ulterior motives. There was no plans in effect. And I know people want to think that, but there wasn't, to be honest with you. Then the pandemic strikes, and we got what? That was March, beginning of April, to shut everything down. So we're now opening back up in late June here. I haven't heard anything from anybody. I kept to myself. I didn't even speak to anybody there, or they didn't speak to me. And all of a sudden, last Thursday or Friday, someone decides to start off a war. And I know who that person is. I don't know if everybody else does, but ask around, you can find out who started everything up. And so it's been snowballing ever since then. And I have not said anything. I stood back and, I watched a lot of defections, which I guess that's a victory for people who dislike us. But yeah, we've had some losses here. And on the other side, I've had some people show me tremendous faith and loyalty and sticking with us. And those people, I got love for. I love you guys. People who are saying things on Facebook, derogatory, cursing me out, and doing all these things, they don't know the full story. They hear one story. I ask anybody who might be interested, contact me in some way, and I'll give you the full story, or my version of the story. Remember, there's their story, my story, and the true story. So you'll have to decide what you think is which, And I don't have any bad feelings for the green room. I really don't. I think Alicia and Dawn run great tournaments, And if I've helped them along the way in any way, how great they're doing, I feel good about that too. And they've always been a tremendous help to me, and I hope they get 64 teams. I don't feel as I'm in competition. I got my little tournament at Bricks, and I think I got 20-some people now. But, I'm not trying to compete. I wish my friends, this is our first Saturday back playing pool. It's great. I wish my friends down at Bruising Q's, the greatest, they got a full field and a big-ass waiting list. They're going to knock the shit out. And in the green room, they've got over 50 teams. I'm sure there'll be 64 teams. They're going to have a great tournament there, big money. And I got my little small tournament, and I'm good with that, I'm not really trying to compete with these guys. Everybody's going to have a great day, So I'm looking forward to it. And looking forward to see how all my friends at the green room do. I'll be following you guys. Hopefully I can find a bracket link somewhere, and I'll be following you guys, and hoping you all do well down there. So there's no hatred in my heart for any of y'all. If I know I got some hate, but I don't give it out. It's just not what I'm going to do. Now, let me talk about the JNT group that's out west. Some of you may be offended by that because there's no Baltimore people allowed in that group. I was contracted by someone out in that area to build a group for them, like I built in Baltimore. And they contacted me, so they're a paying customer. They're paying for my services. So this is one of the requirements they asked, that this was only for local people. They particularly asked that there was no drama, and they don't want any Baltimore people in the group. They want it to be just their area. So I'm honoring their wishes there. And Derek, just for your information, we have a location out there that has 17 tables. So that's a little bit more than 3 or 4. So yeah, 17 tables. So it's enough to handle whatever they want to do out there. So, and I'm cool with that, So just let you know there. My assistant tournament director and player rep, one of my good buddies. So I thought I didn't release him. He decided to go. Anybody that wants to debate that, I can show you a message from him saying he chose to leave JNT. So, Nick volunteered a lot of his times. Nick started from, just a young kid, and he volunteered his time, and it was great. I loved him, And in time, he became more volunteer. He became paid. Nick was paid very well for a long period of time. And he was made a player rep eventually. We held off on that because he was a hothead. He threw plaques on the roof, threw trophies in the woods, broke sticks. So I had to make sure he was worthy and would set a good example before I made him a player rep. So that was the delay there. So 1 second. That was the delay on that, but we in no way, shape, or form have fired him. He decided to go with Mr. Wayne, and that's fine. But we didn't do Nick dirty. Nick did us dirty, honestly. I've asked him to make a decision if he wants to continue on with us or not, and he kept feeling he was caught in the middle. And I said, I'm not trying to put you in the middle. If somebody else is, then that's not my fault. And he finally decided not to stick with us. So I wish him the best. I really do. And everybody has said, the owner, the employees, that they wish JNT the best. I've read that in numerous places, but unfortunately, some of their supporters, members, are not sharing that. But I do wish the Green Room the best, and I'll be following you guys this weekend. And I just hope that we all can get back to playing pool, and and some people said, why are you blocking everybody? I think I blocked 11 people from the group. Some I've removed, but not all are blocked. And those are the ones that made ignorant, disparaging comments about us on Facebook. So if you're gonna go that route, there's no reason to have you in our group no more. So, everybody else is always welcome to play in our tournaments, if you choose to. And they'll be at multiple locations. Our tournament this Saturday is at Bricks, but we have a lot of things in the works. Nothing set up, but we're working on it. So, but I know the Green Room is going to have a great, great success. And Alicia and Dawn will run a great tournament. And no matter who you choose to support, we got love for you. And that's the truth. I never want any of this. I tried to do this in a nice way, and it was a long, great relationship there at the Green Room, but it was just time for a change. and time to move on. Thank you for listening, guys. Me ramble on. Hey guys, shoot well. Have fun this weekend.